Oh! This is Planetside 1 Emulator. It's been out a while, but they've just put caves in, and I'm so enthusiastic about this because we haven't had caves for a few years. Sony, Daybreak, whatever, they took them off, turned them off, I don't know why, because they're one of the best things about the game. I'm going to be showing you all 6 caves, and to be honest, there's 4 islands on Planetside 2, and I think these 6 caves are much better than the 4 islands in Planetside 2. I just think it's better than Planetside 2 in its entirety, to be honest. You know, it's ours now, it's our community, we get a say, we do what we want, we'll work together to make it a good game. You know, there's no point trying to treat this situation like it's a company like Sony running it. We've got to work together and get this game to what we want it to be. You know, some of these warp gates are just a lot more pleasing to look at than, you know, other things on PS2, and it moves, you know, there's some animation to it, there's some animation to, like, everything that we do in Planetside 1, and it's lost it in Planetside 2. Here's one of the tunnels, major tunnels, to take you to the middle of the cave, I guess, and, you know, you were having fights through here, pushing for territory to get your AMS to run off somewhere in the cave and hide and spawn people. You know, these things were turning up all the time from all these different places. Right, these look better obviously when the game's out, it's just testing, but this sentry turret can defend these areas from AMSs getting in. It's really, really tactical. I've seen so many fights here. You could have a couple of people repairing, a couple of people shooting as well. And you're seeing people come across these zip lines and try and get to the next one to get into the base. Create distractions, bring AMS through, you know, all these different tunnels. There's so much, like, fighting that we're not getting in Planetside 2. Oh yeah, and I forgot about this, look. Here is an entrance to a tunnel, to one of the geo-walls. Oh, guess what? One of the entrances seems to come out here. And we've got an AMS deployed here and attacking bases over there. Fucking amazing. You cannot get this shit in Planetside 2. Linking a cave tunnel to a cove to a cave tunnel. Okay, so this cave's reasonably similar to a lot of the others, apart from there's like a huge moat around here. I can imagine if there was some water here, that this attack to this core would only be, you know, zip lines. That's all you could do. I mean, in theory, I probably did drive around here actually a lot. There's ramps to get up, but, you know, if there's a huge army on top, you're stuck in here and you're getting killed. You're getting owned. I mean, like, floating core above lava, you know, one wrong move on the zip line and you're off, you're dead. It's exciting, it's thrilling. Like, anything cool in Planetside where you die like that? Or, you know, if you get shot off the zip wire or lose your cool, you're off into that. It's awesome. Look at the fucking vastness of this cave. This isn't meant to be an underground system, and it has like more detail and like quality and size than some of the bases on a hill in the planet in Planetside 2. These ones have got bases inside, inside the hole, I guess. So everyone's got to attack in. Attacking out is really hard when everyone's on top. So another example of holding this tunnel. Wow, I remember some amazing battles in there. Another little tunnel. Just the perks of these little things around. that looks like a complete battleground as well. Look at this. One guy that side, one guy that side, repair crystal, blah blah blah. Who wants these, you know? Amazing. Right, look at this for example. We've got a health crystal here and a vehicle crystal there. I mean, there could be an enemy tank there getting some health, and there could be a few guys with, you know, decimators. So we're looking at this amazing fight around this structure. The vehicle's camping. These guys have got to move to get their shot, but every time they get hit, they're just going back behind here, sorting themselves out. These are bringing amazing, amazing fights to little areas of this huge, huge map. I mean, look at it. You can guarantee there's been some seriously clever outfit gameplay amongst all of these areas, you know? I just can't work out what clans do in Planetside 2. I've tried to run with them and they move all the time to a new base and attack from the air or the land, and really it's all just the same shit. There's nothing to up the battle and make it unique as fuck like every time. Now that's a nice shape for defending with like a whole outfit of people. Check that out. Now this is one a lot of people loved because of the vehicle's air units. Around the back we've got ourselves tanks that you can pull. But it's like a whole network system of these corridors which lead from the spawn room, and you have to push yourself out, you know? You have to deserve to have got out to this point here where you can pull the tank, you know? In Planetside 2, as discussed before, you're just pissing about going through these warp gates, which we only have in the caves, and pulling tanks on normal bases without having to do anything. Just bypassing these amazing, stunning fights that was designed for PS1 to be one of the best things in the world that made it the best game. But if you want to come out and get cocky, you've got all these people looking down on you. All these people sitting behind here repairing themselves. You know, those fights are amazing because if you had 3 people in here and one guy came out to be like, oh, what's going on then? What's here? And you got sniped from here or sniped from there, then there's 2 people left. There's nothing these guys can do to come out and repair this guy. They're screwed if they pop their head out. Absolutely stunning fights, and then everyone will push and kick their ass. You know, you've got to stay in here. No running about, no just aimlessly walking off. You are here. This is your job. Now, if you'd imagined bases on different levels above each other, like in the clouds in the sky, you don't need to imagine that in Planetside 2 because it's in Planetside 1. We're talking about a base here, you know, even a platform up there, dropping down. You know, you don't die a horrific death in Planetside 1 when you drop from a large height. You just lose a lot of damage. It's a futuristic game. I'm sure they've developed something to stop killing people when they land. So you're jumping down from here to the next base, and you're bypassing like a lot of these zip wires. Being clever, being smart, using your brain. You know, jump down from here. There's a CC, if I'm correct, here. Look at that. I mean, lots of people just weren't using that idea to their advantage. I remember like a base where I was playing with my mate and I had like 3 hours worth of shit food to eat. I had like pizza, I had sweets. We had this fucking base here for about 2-3 hours into the early hours of the morning. It was one of the most thrilling fights that I remember. I think we were trying to get in or we were trying to get out, but either way I would have loved to play both. So glad we get is the fights that we're going to have when we're in here are going to be stunning. So the enemy who own this base will be trying to get back up to defend their CC while we're dropping down and holding it for 10 minutes to try and take them over. But there's a certain amount of time, spawn time, getting down here. But if you're using the zip wires, it's game over. These guys win, you know. But if you're being smart about it, you win. And the amount of fights we had that developed into all sorts of different scenarios were just epic. I've not had a different scenario really in Planetside 2. It's just like, okay, there's a shitload of mag riders. Boom, we're dead, we're outnumbered. This, you could win this with half the men because you're using that whole tactic of dropping down. Just literally looking over the edge, landing there, repairing, and saying, fuck it, I'm ready, I'm in. I mean, like, these little things here, they're not even really bases, but you're working your way in and out of these places through here, you know, and you're finding these odd things like getting equipment, and then some other guys here from the enemy team who's coming the other way and amazing little fights working your way to the base. Right, to me, this is the final cave. It looks like everything's a bit more centralized, all these bases, and there's a lot of space around the outside of the map to hide and set up and, you know, put AMSs down all over the place, and there's lots of different little coves and pathways where you can hide stuff, and that was one of the biggest things about the caves as well, hiding and just appearing from nowhere, and people don't have the strength out of these small buildings to come fight you. You're just constantly attacking, and you're going to have to wait until there's an organised outfit to come and destroy whatever you might have or might be trying to get rid of, you know, around here. That is teamwork, and there's nothing much like it in Planetside 2. You can hide stuff, but most of the map is quite open, as I said in the last one and showed. You can see across the whole of Esamir. Like, you can't see across the whole of this cave, and there's a shitload of places to hide, and makes it thrilling. This core was used for implanting your BFR statistics, or, you know, getting your battleframe robotics. There's a few other bits to it, but just going in, you know, look at the levels we have to fight. This is like Halo, however it's only a small bit of Halo sort of similarities. But you could have like a whole outfit just camping on here, on every little platform, up, down, and all the enemies around. You know, there's 3 teams, so we're looking at a 3-way here, and one team is controlling this entire area. You know, it's amazing, amazing fights. Just not getting in shitty Planetside 2. We've got amazing little teleports like this. You're up there, you've just got no idea. Some, like 2 or 3 people walk in there, immediately they're up here and fighting you. Get ready. Whoa! Damage crystal. Not many of these in the game. Apparently there's 2 in this cave, and that's it. If you fall down here, it's not always easy to get out at all. And it just damages you. It's like little perks like this in the first game, which is why PS2 is just fucking boring.